Hi, it's Jilly Ray Ray again, and I just wanted to explain how I feel because nobody ever lets us explain how we feel about the fuck ups that we made in, the beginning of our lives, and when we were trying to figure out that thing called love, and we were trying to figure out that thing called, love, affection, and baby daddies, and things of that nature, and no one really told us what was really going to go on with this motherhood and sex and life, and nobody ever really told us. Nobody ever really told me anyway. And I kind of think that it came from me not having proper parenting. And my mom, she was there and she did the best that she could, but she was an older woman, and I don't think that she just was ready for the teenage girls. And because it was a lot of us being raised at my mom's house, from cousins and everybody's just being there, and nobody ever really just told us how to properly take care of ourselves and, stay on the birth control and make sure, you stay away from those boys. And nobody really just ever told us, and I just want to get on my vlog and express things and, just talk about my life experience and how I've set up here and I've had 4 kids. And I just should have kept my legs closed and no man. What am I to do now? Nobody wants me. I have all these children that are just growing so beautiful, and I love them and I take care of them, but nobody really gets to talk about the real life trauma behind closed doors. No one talks about how you always have to, provide for your kids and have somewhere for them to be. And you always have to pay bills, and the day-to-day stresses of just trying to have you and your kids normal. And then I get to thinking about how I should have got married a long time ago and just kind of settled, and maybe just had me having these high expectations in my mind about the man that I was supposed to marry, and I just didn't. And I just waited and waited and waited and kept thinking that I was going to find something better. And now here I am stuck with 4 kids, like, and I am a strong woman, and I know that life gets hard and I do what I have to do, but I just wish that a long time ago somebody would have warned me and told me I love them. I do, I do, I do. But often I have to get my mom and my family to help me because it gets so overwhelming with trying to keep up. And it goes sometimes when my depression and my anxiety kicks in and I have no one to talk to. I don't want to let any men in my area because I should have got married a long time ago, and I just should have just settled for one of my kids' dads, but I didn't because they were so abusive. And no one ever really lets us talk about these things that we have bottled up in our mind. And I just want to, my channel is for women to comment and to share their stories and comments about how it's so traumatizing with, thinking that you should have got married a long, long time ago. You know what I mean? So I just get so depressed in my anxiety and I don't know what to think, and I just want to talk about it. And when no one's there, when no man is there, when the kids are asleep or when they're at my mom's house and I'm just all alone and I don't have anyone to talk to, I just think about these things like, damn, I should have got married a long time ago. And I just sit and I just think and I just think and I just think, like, what's the next best thing? Like, nobody really wants me, nobody wants me. I have all these kids that I have to make sure that the meals are there, they're fed, make sure that if they are at my mom's that they have everything that they need there, and making sure that she has a couple dollars just so things are okay, because I haven't been well. I've been depressed and I have my anxiety, and I just want to wait out, and I just want to think, like, I want to way to riches so I won't have to struggle anymore. So I won't have to be on assistance. So I won't have to live a life of trauma anymore. And, then my kids' dads, they're sitting up here mad at me because, we should have got married a long time ago, but, we just didn't. And I just sat here and I kept thinking, like, what's next? Who's next? Who's about to be the best next thing, because they were so mean to me, and there's no way that I could have been stuck with them for so many years with the baby that's crying and me having to provide and fix it food and me having to make sure that I'm okay and that my mental is okay. And hell, if I these days, if I could at least get a fucking wig, then nobody's coming over to give me what I need. It's just like I just feel like I'm just a washed up person. I mean, I know that I'm valuable inside and I'm valuable and I know that I'm special, but it's like when it comes to companionship, I don't know anymore. I think I'm just giving up on love, you guys. Just follow me on my vlog so we can talk about it, ladies, because I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about it because I can't afford therapy right now. And then if I'm on Medicaid right now, well, Ambetter actually, and with Ambetter, they don't provide psych help like that. And if they do, they want you to go to the state places, and those places are so crazy. Like, hey, I'm crazy, but I'm not batshit crazy. So I just want to get on here and talk about it and talk about things like how I had these 4 kids and how I should have kept my legs closed and how I should have been married a long time ago. And nobody ever really talks to you about these things when you're young. And to the women out there that were talked to about these things, I want you to get on my channel because you never know what young lady is watching. I'm reading the comments, seeing what we are talking about to where they could maybe get a tip on what to do and what not to do. So they will not be stuck with 4 kids and no man on government assistance and, learn how to better money management. And now that I feel like I'm older, and even though I should have felt like I should have got married a long time ago, I do still feel that I'm a striving woman and I'm doing the best that I can. And with the economy and how things are, and during this inflation, it's just been kind of rough for me. And so I'm on here to try to give women, single moms, teenage moms advice, tips on how to survive out here in this cold, cold world with no man with no man and can barely buy a coat, making sure that, the kids are fed and they're bathed and they're clothed and they get on the bus and, that their mental is together and your mental is together and the house is clean. And it's just, hey, I should have got married a long time ago, so I could have had somebody to help me cook and help me clean and been there for me and to go to work and help me pay the bills. And now that I've had these 4 kids, nobody really trusts me. And the men out there, you just can't trust them around your kids. And hey, they might not want to talk about it, but hey, Julie Ray Ray wants to talk about it. And I want my platform to be an open area for, vulnerable women that have been through trauma, drama, baby daddy issues, and bullshit so we can talk about it, okay? I want it to be safe here. Anybody that's on my channel that's trying to bash and not give corrective criticism, you will be blocked. Just let that be known. But hey, I want to talk about it because it just keeps me up out at night and I can't. I don't have anyone to talk to. You don't want to let men in your space because you're going through, trying to get your life back together. And hey, the things that you're going through behind closed doors, you really don't even really want others to know. You might kind of express a little bit, but not too much because hey, the media and family and minorities is all in whole. We don't help each other up to be the next person. The only thing we do is bash someone and talk about what someone did in the past. And hey, who wants to, let loose and talk about it with someone like that? But hey, I'm being vulnerable and I just want to talk about it because hey, I do want to beat my generational curses one day. And hey, who knows, maybe I will be able to find a husband with my 4 kids and eventually one day, because I'm not that bad of a woman, I think to myself, like, damn, was I really that bad in my past? Or, am I so damaged and do I carry so much baggage that I'll never be able to find a husband or a significant other that's not creepy around my kids, that's not creepy around me, just doesn't want to take from me and we can maybe eventually build together one day. I want to talk about it because it's just something that just keeps me up all night and it's just on my mind. And as I'm laying in my bonnet and I'm looking to the ceiling and I'm thinking about, what I'm going to wear to work tomorrow to get the check and, how I'm going to get these kids to school when you don't have a car. And it's just so much that goes on a day-to-day basis. And I just really should have got married a long time ago and kept my legs closed and maybe not put so much responsibility on myself, but I definitely want to talk about it. Like I said, so ladies, if you have any tips, pointers, advice, corrective criticism, I've been practicing celibacy and calling my power back because I got to get my power back because I've let these men take the best of me for so long and tell me lies and feed this bullshit in my head like we were going to be together and they were going to help me with my kids. And even though I know I should have got married a long time ago, it's still things that I think about as I look at the ceiling in my bonnet and I think, damn, I let him get away. But damn, was it not meant for me to make it that way? Or was it not meant for it to be that way? So, I lost all my friends and I lost my man, the one that I really love and I really truly want to be with. And I have no one else to talk to. So I'm going to talk to social media. And I hope that my platform reaches women that are going through depression and anxiety and that are having trouble with, making sure that they're okay, let alone the house okay and is okay and bills and, trying to pray for money and trying to stay consistent with going to work and, being at work and thinking about how damn I wish my mom didn't have to pick up the kids. I wish my husband would help me. And it's just, you just start to feel lonely. You just start to feel lonely. You start feeling alone. You start feeling like a failure. Then you get on here. Then, you try to express it. And you have the married women who are always saying, "Oh, well, that's you and you guys. You're the ones who let these men do this to you and put these babies in you, and it's not a flex to have all these kids, even though I love my little kids, that go get me the remote and fix me snacks and cuddle me when a man can't, and I don't have anyone there to talk to. They are there. But having a kid's love is not the same as a man's affection. You know what I mean? And I can't say that I'm not able to keep a man. It's just, keeping the right man is the issue because nobody ever talked about this with me as I was growing up and I didn't know what to do and who to thank and what types of nice guys to pick. I didn't know what a nice guy was, so I always picked the thugs and the bad guys and the guys that are really cute with the tattoos and just living that just gangster. It just did something to me and nobody really ever talked about, showing me and teaching me about a man with morals and a man that was supposed to lead and provide and not just giving my goods and my precious energy and my auras to the men that only just want to use and abuse me and hurt me and beat me and make me feel victimized and make me feel all this trauma from built up aggression and anger and rage and frustrations and how I just want to cuss and they say that, we're so masculine and we're so this and we're so that, but they never really just sat back and thought about what we had to go through. Like, yeah, we know we should have been married a long time ago and, how we should have been not so fast of women to open our legs to these men that didn't really want to take responsibility for helping us or these kids. And that's our fault. And, we take that. But at the end of the day, I just want to bring awareness to the young girl out there, the young woman out there who is, has children. And it's just very hard out there that you don't, no matter what you're going through, you still have to get through it. You have to go through it to get through it. And even though these men might try to bash us, we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know that, us being happy and giggly and, a little tingly down there, and wanting to feel something from maybe not having love or a father figure or a mom figure or, someone to just care about us. And we went out there and we just, and we're in the midst of all the wrong people that gave us all the wrong love and finding all the wrong people in all the wrong places. And what were we to do when we didn't know what to do and how to do it and who to do it with, And even though I know I should have got married a long time ago and, I should have kept my legs closed, I don't still regret the things that I went through, maybe just a little bit. But for the most part, I know that I'm a strong woman and I'm a warrior and it might get tough and a man might not be there all the time. But with God and me calling on my power back, I'm able to sustain on a day-to-day basis and get the bills paid and try to take care of the kids as best as I can with the help from my family and my friends. And so this is just the life that I chose, and I'm going to live it to the best of my ability. With a man or not, things still shall get done. It's Jilly Ray Ray tapping in with you guys, wanting to just talk a little bit about real talk, about real life situations of a single mom with with 4 kids that should have kept her legs closed. And also me knowing that I should have been married a long time ago, and even though it didn't work out, I still have to remain strong and I still have to remain solid. And I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about it. Please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. More videos coming soon. It's Jilly Ray Ray. I'm giving you real talk, real advice, giving you gems on day-to-day survival tips on how to survive in this cold, cold world, being a single mom of kids, or even if you don't have kids, teaching you guys about our mistakes and how you could prep yourself so you won't make those mistakes. And so where you'll have people thinking less of you and bashing you, and, having to stand more, having to be more powerful. You got it. And, people trying to judge our lifestyles and, how we have our relationships with these men that really don't mean us no good. Because guess what, ladies? We know the ones with the kids, the ones with the situations. We know that we should have been married a long time ago to the dweeb that really helped us and really loved us for real. But we were too busy chasing the bad boys with chasing the thugs with the tattoos. But it's okay. We call our power back. And I just want to thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to my vlog. More videos coming soon. Also subscribe to my Facebook channels, Jilly Ray Ray Manifestations. I'm over on Instagram as Jilly Ray Ray Manifestations. I'm on TikTok as Jilly Ray Ray Visuals. Thanks, you guys. I love you so, 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 so much. And always remember to stay strong. Even as a single Black mom, times might get rough and anxiety might get, the best of you sometimes. But don't ever, ever, ever let someone make you feel that you're a less than. Just stand by yourself, stand in your power, stand with your kids, stand with God first, stand with your kids, stand with your family, stand with yourself, stand with your femininity, stand with your power, stand being strong. Stand with your confidence. Just stand by yourself until things get better, because at the end of the day, we know what we should have done. Jilly Ray Ray.